To vary pay-as-you-go installments, you need to understand the basics of the pay-as-you-go system and how it applies to your business. The pay-as-you-go system is a method of paying your income tax in installments throughout the year, rather than in one lump sum at the end of the year. The first step in varying pay-as-you-go installments is to review your current installment rate and determine if it needs to be adjusted. You can do this by reviewing your business's financial performance and estimating your expected tax liability for the year. If your business's financial performance has changed significantly since the start of the year, you may need to vary your pay-as-you-go installments to avoid a penalty. To vary your pay-as-you-go installments, you will need to lodge a varied installment rate form with the tax office. This form will require you to provide an estimate of your expected tax liability for the year and to calculate a new installment rate based on this estimate. You can lodge this form online or by post, and it is recommended that you seek the advice of a tax professional to ensure that your form is completed correctly. Once you have lodged your varied installment rate form, the tax office will review your application and determine your new installment rate. This new rate will apply from the next installment due date, and you will need to ensure that you make your payments on time to avoid any penalties. It is also important to review your installment rate regularly to ensure that it remains accurate and to make any necessary adjustments. It is also important to keep accurate records of your business's financial performance and to review your installment rate regularly to ensure that it remains accurate and to make any necessary adjustments. By following these steps and seeking the advice of a tax professional if needed, you can ensure that your pay-as-you-go installments are accurate and that you avoid any penalties. In addition to varying your pay-as-you-go installments, you can also make a voluntary payment to the tax office to reduce your tax debt. This can be done at any time during the year and can help to reduce the amount of tax you owe at the end of the year. It is recommended that you seek the advice of a tax professional to ensure that your varied installment rate form is completed correctly and that you are meeting your tax obligations. A tax professional can also help you to estimate your expected tax liability and to calculate a new installment rate based on this estimate. By seeking the advice of a tax professional and following the steps outlined above, you can ensure that your pay-as-you-go installments are accurate and that you avoid any penalties.